Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lesedi. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Your support means the world to me. If you're new here and you just so happened to bump into my video, remember at the end, not now, I need you to focus for now, but at the end I would love for you to subscribe if this is sort of the content that tends to resonate with you. Yeah, we're gonna just jump straight into today's video. As you might have picked up with the title of the video, today we'll be talking about newbie influencer tips, mostly sharing things to be avoided. I'm going to be sharing 5 tips that I think are very, very key when starting out as an influencer, things that you want to try and avoid, and things that you just want to be very mindful of so that, you know, your journey to whatever space that you want to be more impactful in is a little bit easier and it doesn't take you as long as it might have taken myself or other people. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing that with you today. So look at this as constructive criticism. Please do not take it personally, as I have made some of these mistakes myself. But I just want to say, you know, we own up to our truth over here. So if something sticks up to you and the shoe fits, then hello, Cinderella. Hello, okay? Take the constructive criticism, figure out what you can improve as you go on along your journey. Number 1, what you're going to want to avoid is being all over the place. Now, I'm not saying don't be diverse in the content that you put out, but if you say you're all about beauty and hair and all we're seeing on your timeline, on your feed, is your breakfast and your feet, I'm not saying don't show us your breakfast, we all have breakfast every day, but please try and be a little bit more on brand, especially when starting out, just so that it's a little bit more clear as to where your passion areas lie and what sort of content you want to put out to the world and what sort of areas or industries you'd like to influence or be influential in. Make it clear, okay? Don't be all over the place. Number 2, you are going to want to avoid expecting people to engage with your posts, but meanwhile you don't engage with other people's posts. Like, that is not okay. Hey, that is not okay. I see so many people, they'll post something and then they'll put it on their on their stories, which is a great way of driving engagement to that particular post. And already if we just see the picture and we don't see your caption, or you've got one of those stickers on top that's saying new post, we know that if we want to see it, we're gonna click on it and we're gonna go see it. If it's something that we like, we're gonna like it. If it is a question that you've asked that relates to me, I'm going to definitely comment. But the mistake that a lot of people do is they'll put up their post, they'll say there's a new post on my timeline, on my feed, please go engage with it, your engagement means the world to me. And then they don't respond. Like, someone will comment and then they don't respond to that. So you've asked for engagement, you've gotten it, but then you do absolutely nothing about it. That is not okay. You can't ask for people to engage on your post and then you don't engage back. It's like you're ghosting them. Like, that is not okay. Don't treat your followers as fans. They are your supporters. They are following you for a reason. You're providing them content, we hope. If you're going to ask people to engage on your post, you better be able to engage back. Because if you are to grow that audience, you've got to be nice to them and they've got to feel like you appreciate their support, or else it's like they're fanning you, but then you're not responding, you're not engaging. Don't do that. It's tit for tat. If you're going to ask us to engage on your post, you should be also willing to engage on our post. Do you get what I mean? That's how it works. Tit for tat, but in an authentic way. Don't just go around. I've seen a lot of people do this as well. Oh my word, someone who doesn't even follow you, which is just weird. It's like, you don't follow me, you just bumped into my post and you say, yes queen. Okay, did you even read the caption? Do you even know what this post is about? Please, if you're going to engage, come correct. Tip number 3, please add value. Please add value. You know, I see you posting your plants. Okay, what plant is that? Okay, is it an indoor plant, an outdoor plant? Like, tell us a little bit more. Don't just like give us things and be like, okay, I don't know what this is, but it looks nice, I don't even know where to get it, and then I'm gonna comment on your post and say, what plant is that? Now I'm looking a bit silly. Like, if I'm following you and you are influential in that space, try and educate me so that I don't have to come across as silly, or I'm going to ask you a million questions, and so is everyone else going to ask you a million questions. And then you're getting annoyed because everyone is asking you the same question. Where did you get that plant? But you never included that information to begin with. Are you trying to educate us? Are you trying to entertain us? You gotta choose a side. Yes, your content can be diverse and be inclusive of both, aesthetically pleasing, but if you want to be impactful and influential, you've got to be an industry leader. You've got to be a leader in the space that you occupy. You gotta take up space, so you gotta be knowledgeable. So if you're posting your plants, plant mom, and you're telling me that, okay, this is an indoor plant, I water it once a week, I love how it's growing, I got it from the nursery in Fourways. Great, that was very insightful, thank you. I'm gonna follow this person because she knows what she's talking about. The content that she's providing is right on brand. I see it throughout her feed, but she's not just sharing laughter and just sharing plants 24/7, but when she does share plants, she's very informative in the content that she's putting out. You want to be that. You want to be that for people if you want to be influential in those spaces that you occupy. Tip number 4 is your bio. I've seen so many people who will have like a small anyana following, maybe like 1,000, 1.5, maybe 2,000. Maybe they're private, maybe they're not. I see what's happening on their feed. I can see, but I don't know what they're about because their bio is blank or their bio is some quote that they heard from a movie. Absolutely nothing wrong with having a quote that you heard from a movie if that's your mantra or that is something that resonates with you. You know, if you want to say unicorn dust and fairy gloom, whatever it is that you want to put in your bio, but also please give us a little bit of an understanding of what your content is about. If I'm coming to your page and I have no idea of what you're about, I get a sense of that by just looking at your bio. I don't have to necessarily scroll through your entire feed to figure it out. Be straight honest with us, okay? What do you do? What are you about? What are your beliefs? What do you stand for? What are you passionate about? And I'm not saying include all of that, and there's only so many characters you can use, right? I'm not saying include all of that, but give us a sense of what you like, so that if we like the same things, then I can connect, then I can follow you, because I know that I'm going to get that sort of content from you. So if you are into cars, please just specify that you're into cars. Or if you are into adventure, please somewhere just just give us a hint that you're into adventure. If you're into hair, please just somewhere say you're into hair care, beauty, something. Just shed a little bit of light as to what you post about, and it doesn't even have to always be very serious. It could be, you saying, I love food, so I post a lot about that, organic food to be specific. See how simple and spicy that is. See, spicy. You could talk about spices that you like give value, be direct, so that people know what you're about, what you enjoy, and then we can follow you for that. Because maybe I actually don't know my spices, but now that I know that you're all about food and spices and organic food to be precise, I know why I'd be following you. That's how you grow, or else you're just going to grow based on the people that know you, as in your friends and your family. The rest of us, we don't know, so you gotta tell us, oh, we don't know. Tip number 5, you are going to want to be strategic regarding the content that you put out. When we talk about strategic content, we're not just saying your post must look a certain way. We're just saying your tone and the words that you use, the mood that we get from your page should have some form of consistency, because it gives us a little bit of insight as to who you are. And that is why having content pillars is so important. Finding your niche is so important. And I know that when you talk about finding your niche, a lot of people feel like that means that they must just choose one thing and one thing only. No, we know that you are multifaceted, we get that. So show us that, but be consistent. Don't show us 10 things, 10 subjects. Choose your top 3 areas of focus. If you want to be noticed, if you want to go far, if you want to build a personal brand, you are going to have to be strategic. You're gonna have to plan. You're gonna have to think about, okay, what's the long-term version? What am I trying to achieve? What outcome am I looking for here? And if maybe it's not that serious for you and you're just having fun, then cool, go ahead, just have fun. But if you want to be serious and you want us to take you seriously, please be serious with yourself. Just for a second, please be serious and figure out what you're about. And this is not to say that you must stick to that your whole life, but maybe say, okay, this year I'm just going to focus on these 3 areas. Remember to plan and be consistent. And planning does not mean that you can never be spontaneous, but think about it this way: your first idea is not always your best idea. So why do you think when it comes to your brand that would be the case? Give it some thought. Think about what's really important to you, your core values, what you want to focus on. I know it can be intimidating from time to time, so maybe you want to schedule, I don't know, a strategy call with someone. I am available for strategy calls, and we can talk about your brand, how to position yourself, what key areas you can sort of focus on. Because sometimes just having someone from the outside look in, they're able to see areas of your life that you tend to take for granted because you think it's not that important to share the fact that you're into spices, but you're into spices. And maybe having someone who works with a brand looking at your brand, they can give you insights and help you come to a place of clarity as to what your brand could potentially be about and what your content pillars could potentially be. I hope this video was very insightful. That's it from me. If you did like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that YouTube also knows what content you like and they will give you more of that. But also, if you are new here and you just came across my video, or you are returning, you keep coming to watch these videos, in fact you're binging them but you've never subscribed, and you probably think you have subscribed because it's like, how, but I see these videos all the time, please just check if that red button right there is clicked on. Is it still red? If it's still red, it means you haven't subscribed. If it's gray and it's written subscribed, then you know you've subscribed. If it's still red, like, just click on it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.